President Barron, in June of 2019, I believe Penn State established some new retirement plans, a new 401A and 415M, which these benefit plans are often used to give employees an additional benefit over and above what the typical limits might be. Could you describe those plans and how they came about?
Yeah, actually, the way the plans came about was actually to save money. I know that sounds interesting, but we basically took a lot of salary that was paid directly as salary and looked at it in terms of the potential to be deferred benefit or insurance-related programs. And so this was an effort that reduced the annual burden, say, in athletics, and also, quite frankly, eliminated the surcharge on the federal side of things for incomes above a certain level.
So the athletic director in a report participates in this. That's about $240,000 a year, but that's not what is then paid in salary. That is deferred to this program.
So these are mechanisms by which employees, and quite frankly, I think right now the only employees that are involved are in athletics.
Well, that was going to be my next question. How many are participating in these opportunities?
So my understanding is that looking at the tax burden that a lot of employees might have, there are not that many employees that might participate in it, but that is the programs are net savings to Penn State and allow employees to have income that is guaranteed but deferred.
And these are additional, or these are replacing the traditional? That's the part I didn't quite get.
So in some cases, it replaced.
The actual retirement.
Yeah.
As far as Temple, Pitt, Lincoln, is that something that anybody's moving to in the other universities, some of these kind of deferred compensation plans, or new looks at how to compensate or in terms of retirement plans?
Well, we're always looking at everything, but we have a program where we work directly with TIA, CREF, and with Fidelity. There's not a state pension plan that we have.
Same for us, TIAA.
Okay.
Yeah, on this sort of retirement program you're talking about, we looked at it and elected not to move forward in that direction. With regard to deferred comp, it's a pretty rarely used tool when you have a high desire to retain over some period of time, in which case you'll hold back a portion and usually until it matures. But
I mean, obviously participating in Division I high-end athletics is going to create different issues for schools that, for instance, we spoke with this morning and with the chancellor, and the reason we have to be mindful of that is because those are the ones that make the news. Those are the ones on, when contracts get approved on ESPN, we're the ones who answer to our constituents. So it's good to get that information, right up front and talk about ways that, we're designing to make those costs workable.
And I do want to point out in that particular part of it that the athletic budgets at Penn State are entirely fenced. So we do not have, and we're one of the rare institutions in this country that have no dollars that cross from the academic side over to the athletic side. They have to stand on their own.
Would that include these plans?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. It includes every single dollar. There are actually two exceptions. They pay the university an administrative fee. So this is a case where an athletic dollar crosses the line. And in addition to that, with the new Big Ten media contracts, 4 or 5 of the Big Ten presidents, myself included, decided we were going to take a portion of those media contracts and not have it go to athletics, but instead go to the benefit of the university. So Penn State is expanding what is a world-class art museum in American art, where we've received a large number of donations of absolutely superb art. So football is enabling art to flourish at Penn State. But the other thing we did that I think is quite significant is that we took a significant portion of it to support student mental health. And student mental health because we do not have enough providers. So our students voted a fee, and I took resources from the Big Ten media contract to make sure we could hire more mental health providers. So these are two examples where the dollars crossed between athletics and academics, and in both cases,
They cross
it's
the other way.
athletics crossing to support the university. So it's a standalone program, and so we have a well-paid football coach, but we had an average attendance of 100,000 people in Doak Campbell Stadium, and the economic impact for the community and for the university far exceeds what those salaries are.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.